we need to talk about the Lionesses. Yesterday, what a day. I mean, what a day on Sunday, of course, when they beat Germany and won the Euros, lifted the cup aloft. Brilliant moment, ending 56 years of hurt. The first time we beat Germany in a final since 1966. All in the past, when male teams have triumphed in big international contests, Downing Street hasn't wasted a second in throwing them receptions, parties. I remember the Lions, the rugby team in 2003. We always throw cricketers. Remember Freddie Flintoff and the gang after they won the Ashes, all turning up at number 10, slightly the worse for wear, and why not? Good fun, well done. Look, there they are. That's Kevin Peterson there. You see, there's Blair, greeting them. There's Cameron. Parties. We've got to celebrate these moments. What are the Lionesses getting from number 10 Downing Street? Nothing. Meanwhile, Gary Lineker is busy tweeting about their bras. The Lionesses' bras. When are we going to stop talking? There we are. The Lionesses have only gone and done it, and Kelly's is England's heroine, bra none. He quickly deleted that tweet because, frankly, it's sexist. When men win tournaments, when male teams triumph, no one starts going on about their underwear, do they? So why are we talking about their bras? OK, one of the players, sort of swirled her shirt above her head and you could see her sports bra and all that. But dwelling on their bras, I think, is sexist. Not giving them a party at number 10 Downing Street when they automatically give men a party at number 10 Downing Street also seems to me to be sexist. When are we going to start treating female sports heroes the same as male sports heroes? Let's talk to the chief sports writer at The Sun, Martin Lipton. Morning, Martin.
Good morning, Kevin.
None of us know. We can look inside Boris's head. We can't know why he's chosen not to invite the Lionesses to number 10 to celebrate their victory when other teams, the male teams, always have been. But a strange decision, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I can only assume that there's been a discussion about it, but it does seem bizarre that offer has not been made, unless, of course, it has been made and may not have been accepted. I mean, we have to look at that as an option that maybe they didn't fancy it. Maybe they just want to go on holiday. I don't know. Or in the case of the States, where many US teams declined invitations to the White House under Trump. I know not whether that's the case or not. It's possible. I do think that there should be a mark of from a public perspective. And there was the celebration in Trafalgar Square yesterday. But you would have anticipated that Downing Street would be on the agenda as well.
I mean, let's not underestimate the achievement of the Lionesses. It's one of the great sporting achievements of this country of all time. And what are so many commentators talking about? Their bras. When men win tournaments, when the Lions won the Rugby World Cup in 2003, people weren't going on about their underwear and their jock straps. There still is a kind of inequality in the way we treat female sports heroes, isn't there?
Well, there is. I think that's fair to say. Although, in this occasion, Chloe Kelly has now probably made herself for life with that celebration. And also, it has echoes of the iconic celebration of Brandi Chastain, the US women's team, when she won the World Cup in 1999. And indeed, Chastain did remark on that on social media, including a picture of herself having taken her top off. So it isn't just Gary Lineker who's mentioning it.
Yeah, let's just switch now just to dwell on just the magnitude of the achievement. I mean, as I say, it's 56 years of hurt ended. We're beating the Germans. Let's not beat about the bush. It's great to win. It's better to beat the Germans. We loved that. And they were the underdogs, the Lionesses, in that final. And what a tournament they played. It was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they had a fantastic tournament, 22 goals scored, just 2 conceded. Germany, remember, though, came in as outsiders. They've been underachievers for a few years and were not particularly well backed at home, but I thought they were the most powerful and athletic team in the tournament. And I thought that they might just have a little bit more physicality than England. And I think arguably that Germany were the better team on Sunday, but sometimes the better team loses. It was a marginal game. It was sort of 55-45 in that regard, and England, won the match because they took their chances. But it was a terrific achievement, and Wiegman has done a great job in the years since she took over. She inherited a bit of a mess, in truth, not helped by the Olympics and having to sort of disrupt the flow because a mainly English team then had to sort of get the Scottish players in. That's not to be disrespectful to the likes of Cuthbert, but there was a disruption for Tokyo as a GB team. They came together this year under a new coach. They haven't lost a game. They've won every game. They scored up to 20 goals in one match, which is remarkable, and broke the record with 8 in the second match in this tournament as well. They have been outstanding, no question, and some stars have been born. I think people had heard perhaps of Ellen White and Lucy Bronze. It's been an incredible performance, and they fully deserved all the accolades, all the bouquets. They've been great.
And what does it mean for women's football, Martin? Because there was a sellout at Wembley, 90,000 or so people packed into the stadium to celebrate that great moment. But what about women's league football? I mean, will there be big crowds piling into a women's league match, say in the middle of December, when it's snowing and freezing and pouring with rain? I mean, what do you think is going to happen this season because of this Euros triumph?
Well, that's up to other people. It's up to the people wanting to put their hands in their pocket and go to the games. Tottenham are going to play Manchester United, the opening game of the WSL season, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The North London Derby is going to be played at the Emirates. Other games will be played at big stadium, but the vast majority of matches aren't. Manchester United play at Lee. Manchester City play in the sort of mini stadium next to the Etihad. Arsenal play at Bournemouth Wood. Spurs are going to move from Barnet to Orient this year. Chelsea play at Kingstonian. It's up to others. If there's a demand for tickets that outstrips the supply in those smaller stadia, then you can see them moving to the bigger ones. But it wouldn't make any sense to go to Stamford Bridge if you're Chelsea and playing in front of 4,000 people. It would, you've got to have the demand there.
Yeah, I heard a statistic this morning that after the Lions, the rugby team, won the World Cup and the whole nation was obsessed with our brilliant rugby heroes, the following season, every single professional rugby club made a loss. So when you perform brilliantly on the international stage, it doesn't necessarily translate into success at the league level, does it?
Well, yeah, that's very true. The difference, of course, being that most of the clubs now are part of men's football clubs. So they are under that protective umbrella financially. Yeah. They are run at a loss, no doubt about it. It's done for the greater good. The FA have put a huge amount of their resources into trying to encourage girls, women into football. They think it's really important. They think that women's football is the future of the game because it's a growth area. But you can't make people do something. They've got to want to do it. Now, the propulsion, the opportunity to do so after what we saw over the last few weeks is there, but the FA and the clubs and the players can't make the fans take it. They've got to want to do so.
Totally right, Martin. Great to speak to you. Thank you very much for your time. That's Chief Sports Writer at The Sun, Martin Lipton.